So we didn't do too well that day. And she had, would have had a nice score, but it was, that particular thing was 0. So then I stopped doing that because now I put a different method on her. And so she's good. She's back to normal.
Well, what's interesting, I think, in AKC, and it's not like that in other dog sports, is if you fail one exercise, you fail the whole class, right? You fail the whole.
The rest, yes.
You can go on,
yes.
But you're not going to. They don't say, okay, we're just going to deduct 20 points from that exercise. It's like you're done.
Well, you don't have to leave though.
No, but I'm saying, but you can't get the even if you got everything else perfect,
right.
100%. That disqualifies you from placing.
Yes.
We're actually qualifying.
It's called an NQ.
NQ, right. Not qualifying.
So what they also recently have done, like last year, I think they started it. It's called Fix and Go. Mm-hmm. So say your dog didn't, you're doing a recall with the dog. And you call it, and then you say down, and the dog says, no, it's a 0.
Right.
Right? So then you can tell the judge, I want to do a fix and go. So then you put the dog back, and, you can kind of step forward and, put your hand out or something and say, down, 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 to make sure the dog does it. And then from there, though, if there's any other exercises left, you have to go out of the ring. You can't do the rest of it. It's fix and go. That's why it's fix. You're fixing it, and then you got to go.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good idea for a competitor to do a fix and go?
It depends. If it's the first exercise, I always tell my people, just keep going.
Okay.
Because you at least the rest of it, because I tell them the rest of it, I says, you correct your dog all the time. I said, if there's a problem, just correct it. I says, you already failed.
Right.
So they give you an NQ. Who cares?
Yep.
So.
Imee, wait.
Less time sa pagluto, pero more time for each other.
It's time to cook with magic.
Ngayon naman ang request ni Carol sa comments, mabilis sa recipe para sa breakfast time with hubby.
May magic Korean egg drop recipe kami para sa inyo. Mabilis talaga itong gawin, lalo na pag magluto kayo together. Together! Ngayon, maglagay ng Maggi Magic Sarap.
Okay to ah, bawas time sa pag-chop ng mga ingredients.
Oh.
Less time sa pagluto, pero big time yung sarap.
Kaya gawan niyo ng magic.
Ngayon naman, ano ang favorite healthy dishes nyo?
Comment lang sa Maggie Facebook page and get ready for more magic.
More magic?
Right.
So they give you an NQ. Who cares?
Yep.
So, but if it's toward the end, then I would, say you got one more exercise, and it depends, what the problem is. Then I say just, do the fix and go.
So when you're coaching people on stuff, you take them all the way from the beginner, basically the dog's done nothing, and all the way through to utility. They can use you as a coach to go all the way and keep going.
Yeah.
And your people do really well, by the way.
Yeah, my girl just got her utility degree at Ventura.
I was there.
Yes.
I was there. The Schnauzer, right?
No. That was, what you call it, the little...
The mini Schnauzer.
No.
Oh, Corgi.
No, it's a little black dog. What the heck is she?
Rat Terrier.
Rat Terrier.
No.
No, like a, she looks like a little Doberman, but she's small.
Oh,
what do you call those
Manchester
dogs?
Terriers.
Yeah, something
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are there any dogs that you think are just not cut out for the sport, for obedience? Breed-wise.
Yeah, mostly the not working dogs. The like if you had a corgi, that would be one.
Okay.
There are some good corgis,
Yeah.
but for the most part, because every breed has one that'll stand out.
People always cite those. Like when I go, this dog is not a good breed, they always go, I had a good one. And they're like, that's great. But you got the one.
Yeah, a Basenji, forget it.
I was going to say sight hounds.
Yeah, the hounds.
Hounds are tough.
Hounds are tough. And what the heck was that other one? Afghan.
Imee, please.
Oh, yeah.
Forget it.
But there's a great story about Anne Marie
Yeah, she got it.
She got a
She
DVD.
did.
on an Afghan.
Yes.
She told me that before.
Yeah.
I was talking to her on the phone.
Uh-huh.
She sent me her DVDs, and I said, I can't train with you, but who can I train with who's like you? And she said, Flo Walberg. And that's how we got hooked up. Yeah, wasn't
She
it
was-
amazing, right?
Yeah.
She's got, I think, an Afghan in one of her videos, doesn't she?
Probably,
Yeah.
because that was way back when. That was one of her girls that worked for her, too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a tough breed. I
That's
wouldn't
a
want to show it.
No, but she finished it. They couldn't wait, to.
Yeah.
And that dog got its degree. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Jeez. I mean, they're pretty.
I'm not big on them, but yeah, but they're
Well,
pretty. Yeah.
I like to see that nice flowing
Yeah.
hair. I don't want to comb it,
Yeah.
but I like
No.
to see it. It's really,
Yeah.
they're really nice. But
Have you ever had a dog where you just thought, I can't do it. This dog's just not going to get it. Not yours personally, but like a dog when a client came and said,
yeah,
is it more the dog
well,
or the
it's
person?
it's more the
Well,
person
Right.
because when the dog is kind of lazy, and and I say do this, do this, do this. Well, they do that, do that, do that, and the dog is still no.
Uh-huh.
And there's some of them I just sort of say, I think, you're wasting your time. Try to be nice.
You might not be a good fit. We might not be a
I
good
try
fit
to
for each
be.
other.
I try to be nice and tell them.
So when you're training, and this is
Hello.
something I really am touching a lot on.
No.
You're a very, very accomplished trainer, and you're very knowledgeable with dogs. Over many years, you've done it. There's this big movement in Europe, and it's hitting here, right? The positive-only crowd. I've had such conflict with it. Again,
Okay.
I'm a positive trainer. I like positive training. You're a positive trainer. You train cookies and treats and toys and all that.
Imee down.
It's the word only I have a problem with,
Down.
right? You use prong collars. I don't know if you use e-collars or not. I know you use prong collars very well, very effectively, and very humanely. I got to say that. And I've seen you do it. We've done it with Goofy. What's your, having this much experience that you have, let's talk, let's just have a dialogue about this whole trying to ban prong collars and trying to ban e-collars. And this, in
Yeah.
Switzerland, you're banning crates.
Oh,
you're banning-
really?
Oh, yeah, you can't have a slip
No.
lead. Slip leads are illegal over there. It's complete insanity.
Oh my God.
And it's destroying breeds, by the way. It's just destroying any good working line breed, any
Wow.
dog with a personality or anything like that. But tell me about your feeling of that tool. How do you tell people, what do you tell people if they say, oh, that's such a mean, abusive tool and such
Yeah.
and such?
Well, there was a couple of people that they called me and they wanted to. It was a friend of a friend. I didn't know these people, and they called, and they were moving up to
Down.
Colorado or somewhere,
Down.
and they had a Labrador. The dog was a nice dog, but he would take off, and then when they called him, he wouldn't come. So, so my friend had said, to put an e-collar on, but the wife didn't want to do it, and the husband did. So they had come over, and I had talked to them, and so then
Imee come.
they went, obviously went home. So then he was going to bring it, but then she didn't want to do it. Okay. So I says, well, then don't do it.
Okay.
I'm not
Right.
going to argue with you.
Right.
So then they were getting close to leaving, and the dog was not a good dog.
What kind of dog was it?
It was a Labrador.
Okay. Oh, you said that, sorry.
Yeah. So, and it was a nice dog. It's just that he didn't come in. So they were worried about it because they bought this house by the woods, and they didn't want the dog to wander off in the woods, or if it was going to go someplace, and they call it. The dog would come back, and the dog would give him the paw. So then they tried it again, where he was going to come, and he did come, but she wasn't there. She didn't want to come. So,
Down.
I showed him exactly what to do.
With an e-collar?
Down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, and he did it. And then, so she was kind of really annoyed when she got home because you have to buzz the dog. And so the little time went on again. This is I'm talking weeks, not days. And so she, they call again. And like, so finally it was her that called, so she was very apologetic and everything. And she says, I really want to do this.
Oh,
And
what changed her mind?
because the dog was a little better because he had the lesson.
Oh, so the dog was showing promise.
Yes,
Okay,
the
got it.
husband had the lesson. I showed him what to do, and then he was supposed to come back the following week. And then all of a sudden it was like, no, but then it turned into a yes. And so she called me, and so we talked about it on the phone, and I